as I do this, I'm ironing out the things that can possibly go wrong. So the first one I recorded, the sound volume was too low. I think that's sort of now I've got the microphone. I learned how to set the microphone better. And the second one just cut off at the end. So what happened was the computer actually ran out of memory recording the video. Luckily it kept where it had got to. And then the next one I recorded, I had the microphone muted the whole time, and so I haven't posted that one. This is kind of a redo of it, but I'm passionately gesticulating and expounding about things, and you don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm pretty sure this time the microphone is actually working, so we can go. And I'm doing this a bit later in the day. It's a bit dimmer and it's quite windy, so there's a fallen tree here. Hopefully another tree doesn't fall while I'm doing this. That would have actually been something to consider, but I don't think everything that can possibly go wrong is going to happen. So I'm doing these videos, and I'm developing confidence in speaking and expanding upon my thoughts about whatever topics I choose to talk about. And so far, as well as the technical details, I'm finding that just by the process of doing them, I'm noticing being more conscious of how I'm speaking, because there's a camera on me and I know people are going to watch this and know what I'm saying. So I'm more aware of my speech patterns. I'm trying to be unhurried, and when I would use filler words like just pausing instead, because I feel that when I use words like there's a bit of a tension about it, and that it's like a fear that I will lose people's attention. As saying something to indicate I'm still talking, to try and keep holding the space in the conversation. And not having the confidence to simply trust that what I'm saying is sufficiently interesting that you'll wait and find out what it is. And part of what enables one to say such interesting things is to have that confidence. Confidence is really critical to... Oh, there's a cyclist coming through. I wasn't sure if anyone comes through here. Oh, looks like kids. Cool. I mean, obviously people come through here at all. There was over there was the wreckage of a tent, but yeah, it's a pretty quiet spot. Anyway, they seem chill. So I'm not trying to beat myself up. when I say or whatever. I'm just... When I look over the videos, I certainly notice various nervous expressions, but even when I'm doing it, I'm more aware, because it's directing my attention towards what I'm doing in a way that I don't necessarily have the mental space for when I'm in a conversation with another person. And I think people who are good at conversations do have that mental space, because basically confidence, not having some of the processing taken up with worrying about losing attention, worrying about losing control. Not really good. Like, some ways of talking about this can feel like you're talking about a conversation as being a contest, and it's not. That is a Calvin and Hobbes strip, but we want to all be strong and capable, and then we can have a discussion as respected equals. If someone's doing what I often do, holding back and not voicing one's contribution to a conversation, then everyone's poor. So obviously, talking to a camera is very much not the same thing as talking in a situation with other people. But it feels like it could be good practice for that. But it's certainly practice for itself. And like I in the first of these videos I talked about, I haven't always been the strongest promoter of my own work, and so I'm hopefully going to be managing to be producing some pretty cool games before too long. They've got a slope over there. I can just see them through the trees. So I'll have to go check that out in a little bit. But I don't have a bike right now, but maybe this will be a nice place to come. So I have been. I was working on a game, I think last year, for the 7-day roguelike, and with fatigue and just the general busyness of life, I didn't get much time during the week to work on it, but I did dribs and drabs over the next couple of months, and then I gave up on it. I thought it probably wasn't going to turn into anything interesting. But since I put up this Patreon, and I'm feeling more of a sense that I should not look away from the microphone when I'm talking. It's important. More of the sense that people are supporting me. It's taken I was feeling, with the money going down, I had been feeling a lot of pressure that the next thing I made had to be big enough, and pressure doesn't suit me. So having there be financial support and emotional support coming in without me having to release something new, it's taken a lot of that pressure off, and I feel like I have more space to work, like an inner space, more. Yeah, so it's a simple little thing. It's similar scale to P1 Select, if you've played that. It is a 7-day road bike level of ambition. It's not something that's going to be I'm very confident it's not going to be a great game, and I'm just giving myself permission to work on it anyway, because it is going to be a game, and it's just nice to make something and have a bit of fun with it and see where it goes, and not worry that it'll be. Yeah, it actually feels good. That's kind of the jam mindset. You're spending 2 hours to a week on something, maybe a month at the most. This is not going to be my. I'm not going to use this spot again. It's too much random sound going on it. It just puts me a bit on edge. Something is going to fall up there. It's not going to fall on me, so let's go somewhere else. It's not. I don't have the day-to-day time freedom to do jams at the moment, and I could do a 2-hour jam, but I'd be tired afterwards. I don't have the in one block time to do a thing, and it's just not the way working works. That is respectful of my energy levels at the moment, so I'm doing a very slow jam that that's not what I was planning to talk about, but my current solution for the problem of running out of memory is I've just got a clock here, and so I can look at the clock and see when it's been about 20 minutes, and that's when it runs out. Possibly I can find different software that will record in a lower quality and not use up all the memory, but it's not a priority, because this feels like a pretty good length for me right now. Actually, I'll turn the camera in, but just so I can show you the spot where I am, because it's nice. There's broken trees, and this, and there's me, and there's off into infinity. yeah, so this is my forest. Stick you back up there. Yes, yeah, so just really, I feel good about doing this as a recurrent practice to practice my speech confidence. I'm also having like a bunch of kit out here in the woods. I'm a little bit nervous about the human element as well. Like most people are chill, but yeah, you never know. Yeah, I just, when you're doing something on a regular basis, it grows you more over time than it feels like I really expect. If you go to a class once a week, then no time has passed, and then suddenly you have skills. Because yeah, I think the intuition is just that. Yeah, definitely not this spot again. We have a lot of years in our lives, hopefully, and yeah, if you've done something once a week, then probably a couple of years pass and it's just been part of your life. Or if you do it every day, yeah, daily practice is pretty intense. I took my daughter to a jiu-jitsu class today, which was nice. And I'm thinking of starting that myself as well. Get strong. We'll have to see how it interacts with energy levels. Generally, I feel like activity is actually good for me. If I'm more active, then I have more energy, and that's part of why computer stuff hasn't been great for me, because it's not energizing the whole body. But a lot of people with long-term fatigue issues find that activity isn't so good. So yeah, I'll try starting a new physical activity and see how my body responds. But yeah, my muscles are growing again now. I had been dancing a lot and getting stronger and fitter for some years, and then when I got sick, I actually lost muscle mass, and I couldn't pull myself up on the bar for a while anymore. I can again now. It feels a lot better. It's tracking a lot directly above me now, so I will pretty much say goodbye. But yeah, I'm excited about starting that, because they seem really, really nice people. A lot of Brazilians. And it's just like the family around. They've got stuff going on for kids, which is just really yeah, it was lovely. They were just really respectful of when she was participating and when she pulled back and just ran around the edge and was there was no there's no sense that what she was doing was being disruptive because they didn't choose to be disrupted by it. A lot of activities that happen for kids, I feel, that would be seen as disruptive behaviour because it's not doing the same thing everyone else is doing at the same time everyone else is doing it. But I mean, maybe that's me remembering from activities from when I was a bit older, and maybe people can be more trusted to know that 3-year-olds do whatever. I'd hope so. Anyway, like, it was just, yeah, a nice atmosphere. And yeah, so there's my plan for the moment. Like, when I find bits and pieces of time working on that game, doing embodied activity, strong, if it agrees with me. If not, I'll find something else. And this as a contemplative practice plus vocal practice, and then cooking and parenting. I was planning to talk about cooking today, but actually in the one that I lost, because that I had on mute, I talked about cooking, but and it was nice, and I was like all exuberant and stuff. But yeah, it feels better to just see what comes rather than try and do a repeat of that. So thanks for listening, and yeah, two weekly at the moment is how I'm trying to do this, but I might go up to weekly because we use the word regular to mean frequently regular, I guess. Sometimes just to mean frequent. I'm just trying to find a frequency where I feel like it's being productive for me, but not taking way too much time. This frequency is feeling productive, but I will try and see if weekly feels better or worse. And okay, thanks.